Hello, second grade Smarties, and welcome to iReady Math Lesson 14, video number 7. So remember, we are now practicing in our practice and problem solving workbook. So go ahead and get your practice and problem solving book and open to page 141 and 142. All right. So yesterday we did some, readjusting to subtracting with regrouping. So we are going to be subtracting with regrouping 3-digit numbers. So let's go ahead and start with number 1. All right, we have a word problem. It says there are 546 students at Lincoln School. On Mondays, 327 students have art class. The rest have music class. Okay, what do we do with word problems? We read them 2 times through. All right, there are 546 students at Lincoln School. On Mondays, 327 students have art class. The rest have music class. Okay. So it doesn't give us a question, or it doesn't tell us what to do, but we can kind of get an idea of what it's asking us to do, right? So we have 546 students all together at Lincoln School. So here's what I'm going to do. We are going to solve this problem 3 different ways. We're going to solve it with the model it gives us. We're going to solve it by subtracting our hundreds, tens, and ones. And I am going to show you using an equation. All right, so we have 546 students. And we know that 327 have art. The difference is going to be the kids that have music class. So let's start with number 1. It says first regroup a 10, then the new one, write the new ones. Subtract. All right, so it is wanting us to look at 500. First off, Miss Mason's looking at this too, okay? And this is why we always double check our math, okay? So I'm looking at my top number. My top number is 546. But look really closely. It has that expanded form of the value of those digits. So look at the digits. It has 500 plus 30 plus ones. But in 546, there's 4 tens and 6 ones. So think about when we solve our subtraction problems. We start with our ones, right? We look at our whole number. That number on top is our whole. So when I start in my ones, if I have 6 ones, can I take away 7? No, so I have to regroup. I have to unroll a 10 into 10 ones. So watch how I solve that. I go to my tens place. I borrow a 10 and I regroup it in the ones place. So those 10 ones are going to be put with those 6 ones. So what is 10 plus 6? 16. Do not forget the Smarty. It's not just 10 ones now in the ones place. It's the 10 ones and the 6 ones in 546. So now let's look at this. We have 500 plus 30 plus how many ones? 6 ones. All right, we are ready to subtract now. So when I subtract 16 minus 7, I'm going to take 7 away from 16. I don't have 16 fingers, and I also don't want to draw out 16 tallies. So I can start at the part that I know and count to 16. So here we go. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. How many ones do I have left? 9 ones. All right. So 9 ones. I go to my tens place and I have 30 minus 20. So 3 tens, I take away 2 tens. How many tens are left? 110. So 10, 110. And now I go to my hundreds. I did not have to regroup in the hundreds place. Hooray! So I can subtract 5 hundreds minus 3 hundreds. How many hundreds are left? 2 hundreds. So 2 hundreds is a value of 200. How many students have music class? So 200 plus 10 plus 9 makes a total of 219. So that is the difference. That is the part that was left to find how many students have music. We can also subtract by starting with the hundreds. So this is what it would look like. We would start with 546, and we are going to take away the hundreds in 327, then the tens in 327, then the ones in 327. So if I start with 546 and I take away 300, so it would look like this: 546 minus 300. Our ones stay the same, our tens stay the same. How many hundreds are left? 2 hundreds. So we would say 546 minus 300 is 246. Now I take 246 and whoa. Oh, Miss Mason's computer's being silly. Okay. So I have 246. I'm now going to take the tens away in 327. So how many tens am I going to subtract? 2 tens. So I'm going to subtract 2 tens, which has a value of 20. So I hope you're writing this down with me. You're making sure to write this down with me, right? Okay, just checking. All right, so our ones are going to stay the same, and our tens are going to change. So I have 4 tens. I'm going to take away 2 tens, and 2 tens are left. And my hundreds, I have 2 hundreds. I'm not taking away, so I have 2 hundreds. So when I take the tens away, I have 226. Then I use 226. I'm going to write it super small, 226, and I'm going to take away 7 ones. So when I have 6 ones, can I take away 7? No. Where am I going to regroup? The tens place. So I go to my tens. I have 2 tens. They give me a 10. So there's 1 10 left in the tens place. And I unroll that 10 into 10 ones with my 6 ones. We have 16 ones. 16 minus 7, we already know is 9. We go to our tens place. 1 10 minus 0 tens is 1. And 2 minus 0 is 2. So 226 minus 7 is 219. So you can solve by starting with your hundreds, tens, and ones. But smarties, you still have to think about your whole number and the part you're taking away. Your whole is the number that you are taking from. If I only have 6 ones in my whole, I cannot take 7. Okay, so we have to think about what our problem looks like and what is happening with it. All right, let's move on to number 4. It says 472 people saw the school play. On Saturday, 248 people saw the play. The rest saw it on Sunday. How many people saw the play on Sunday? Let's go back, circle important numbers, and underline important words. Here we go. 472 people saw the school play. On Saturday, 248 people saw the play. The rest saw it on Saturday. How many saw the play on Saturday? All right, so let's think of this word problem. How many people all together saw the play? 472. So 472 people saw the play. What is the part that we know? How many people saw the play on Saturday? 248. The difference, the part that is left, is going to tell us how many people saw it on Sunday. So let's start with our equation. I have 472 as my whole. 472. And I am taking away 248. So I can write out the value of these numbers. So 472 has a value of 400 plus 70 plus 2, right? But let's look at the part that we're taking away. The part that we are taking away is 248. All right, look at your ones place, guys. I have 2 ones, and I am taking away 8. Do I have enough ones to take away? No. So who am I going to regroup from? My tens place. So my tens, really, really carefully, maybe. My tens place, I'm going to give a 10 to my ones. So when I take a 10 and I put it with my ones, I'm going to have 10 ones plus those 2 ones. So now I have 12 ones, 6 tens, and 4 hundreds. That is still 472. We have regrouped a 10 to help out our ones place. So now I can do 12 minus 8. I can start at the part I know and count to 12. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. How many ones are left? 4 ones. Now I go to my tens. I have 6 tens and I'm taking away 4 tens. How many tens are going to be left? 2 tens, which has a value of 20. And our hundreds place, 4 hundreds minus 2 hundreds would be 200. So 224. How many people saw the play on Sunday? 224 people. All right, let's move on to number 5. It says children made 220 paintings for the city art show. Girls made 117 paintings. How many paintings did boys make? All right, let's read that through. Circle important numbers, underline important words. Here we go. Children made 220 paintings for the city art show. Girls made 117. How many paintings did boys make? So what was our whole in that word problem? 220. So 220 is our whole. What is the part that we know that we are going to take away? 117. 117 is the part that we know. Now, here, I am going to show this in another way. I am going to draw my whole. So 220. So 2 hundreds and 2 tens. All right, I have shown 220. So starting with my ones place, I don't have any ones. So I don't have any ones in my whole. So where am I going to go to get 10 ones? My tens place. So we take a 10 and we unroll it into 10 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I have 1 10 and 10 ones. I am still showing 220. I have just regrouped. All right, now I have 10 ones and I'm going to take away 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many ones are left? 3 ones. Now I hop on over to my tens place. I have 1 10 and I'm taking away that 1 10. How many tens are left? 0. And then I go to my hundreds. My hundreds did not change. So I have 2 hundreds and I'm taking away 100. 2 hundreds minus 100 is 100. So how many boys made paintings? 103 boys. Oh, we're going to erase that and fix it. 103 boys. All righty. And number 6, it says Blake has 583 stickers. Sasha has 324 fewer stickers than Blake. How many stickers do they have in all? Okay, so Blake has 583 stickers. So Blake has 583. Okay. Sasha has 324 fewer stickers than Blake. Okay. So she has 324 fewer. What are we doing? We're subtracting. What are we subtracting? 324. Okay, but we're not done because listen. When we find this, we are going to put those parts together because it wants to know how many they have in all. So guess what? I'm going to write 583 over here again because we will be adding how many Sasha has to find how many they have all together. Okay, here we go. All right, so we start with our ones place. In our whole, we only have 3 ones. If I only have 3 ones, can I take away 4? No, siree. So where am I going to go? To my tens place. I'm going to borrow a 10 and I'm going to unroll it into 10 ones with those 3 ones. So now I have 13 minus 4. So I can start at 4 and count up to 13. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. How many ones do I have left? 9 ones. Now I go to my tens place. I have 7 tens because I regrouped a 10. 7 tens, I'm taking away 2. How many tens are left? 5 tens. In our hundreds place, I have 5 hundreds. I'm going to take away 3. How many are left? 2. Sasha has how many stickers? She has 259. Blake has 583. We are going to put Blake and Sasha's together. So what are we doing? We're adding. So 583 plus 259. This is a 2-step problem, guys. That's why we read these more than one time, because we might have just put 259 down and that would have been the incorrect answer. All right, so now it's time to do some addition. So remember, when we add, we're putting 2 parts together. So let's start with our ones. 3 plus 9, 9, 10, 11, 12. Uh-oh, can I have 12 ones in the ones place? Absolutely not. Not when we're adding. So my 2 ones are going to stay with my ones place, but where is my 10 going to go? To the tens place. Now I add my 3 parts in the tens place. So 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 tens. Ruh-roh. 14 tens. That is 104 tens. Can I have 100 in the tens place? Absolutely not. What's going to stay in the tens place? Those 4 tens. Where's that 100 going to go? To the hundreds place. So I'm going to move that 100 to the hundreds place. And now I add all my hundreds together. 100 plus 500 is 600. And 600 plus 200 is 800. How many stickers do Blake and Sasha have all together? 842 basketballs, right? They have 842 basketballs? No, they have 842 stickers. I'm going to make sure to label that. Make sure you label it. Label it, label it, label it. All right, Smarties, that is it for iReady Math Lesson 14, video number 7. Remember to keep that growth mindset. Good learners do hard things. Don't forget to read those word problems more than once to understand what's going on. I will see you tomorrow with another video lesson on 3-digit subtraction. Happy learning, Smarties!